London in the 1600s was one of the largest cities in Europe, with a population nearing 500,000. It was a dynamic metropolis shaped by trade, river traffic, and constant movement along the Thames. In this video, I will use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings and engravings to life, allowing us to explore these scenes in ways their original artists never could. Let's begin with what we now call the Old London Bridge. By the 1600s, it was more than just a crossing, it was a bustling street suspended over the River Thames, connecting London to Southwark. The bridge was lined with houses, shops, warehouses, and chapels, appearing more like a continuous neighborhood than a bridge. Its narrow stone arches created strong currents, making navigation hazardous and leading to frequent accidents. Residents lived above the busy roadway, facing dangers from fire and congestion. Crossing Old London Bridge meant navigating not only a commercial artery but also a reminder of authority. Below, the Thames served as London's primary highway, filled with barges and ferries transporting goods. In severe winters, the river could freeze, allowing people to walk on the ice below the bridge, a striking contrast to its usual danger. By the mid-18th century, the bridge had deteriorated, prompting officials to remodel it between 1756 and 1762. Despite its challenges, Old London Bridge remained crucial as the only permanent crossing of the Thames in central London. Next, we focus on Buckingham House, built in the late 17th century before becoming Buckingham Palace. Originally a private townhouse for the Duke of Buckingham, it was located on the western edge of London, surrounded by gardens that separated the urban landscape from the countryside. The house, designed in neoclassical style, featured spacious interiors and elegant architecture, making it a fashionable residence for the elite. In 1761, King George III acquired it as a family home for Queen Charlotte, marking its transition to a royal residence. Extensive renovations followed, enhancing its grandeur and adding the iconic facade and balcony we recognize today. The surrounding gardens were designed for leisure, with beautiful pathways and ornamental features. By the reign of Queen Victoria, Buckingham House had firmly established itself as Buckingham Palace, symbolizing the British monarchy and serving as a key landmark in London. Its evolution reflects the changing landscape of the city and the enduring legacy of royal history. In September 1666, a devastating fire swept through London, ignited from a small blaze and quickly spreading through the timber-built city. The fire consumed much of medieval London, turning the city into a wall of flames. In just a few days, significant landmarks, including Old St. Paul's Cathedral, were reduced to ash. This disaster marked a turning point, clearing centuries of dense construction and forcing the city to rebuild and reshape itself. Amidst the destruction, the Great Fire also prompted significant changes in fire safety and urban planning. The aftermath led to the establishment of new building regulations that mandated the use of brick and stone instead of timber, greatly enhancing the city's resilience to future fires. Rising majestically above the Thames, the Tower of London was a central symbol of royal power in England during the 1600s. Used as a fortress, treasury, and prison, it housed high-profile prisoners, including Anne Boleyn and Sir Thomas More. This multifaceted role reinforced its significance in the English state, symbolizing the monarchy's authority. The Tower's notorious reputation as a prison added to its dark allure. Many prisoners faced harsh conditions, with executions occurring on the Tower Green, where the ghosts of those who met their end are said to linger. The phrase, "sent to the Tower," became synonymous with imprisonment, reflecting the fear it instilled in those who opposed the crown. The Tower is also home to the Crown Jewels, a stunning collection of royal regalia, including the imperial state crown adorned with nearly 3,000 diamonds. These treasures symbolize the monarchy's power and are meticulously safeguarded within the Tower, attracting millions of visitors eager to witness their grandeur. Originally built by William the Conqueror in 1066, the Tower has transformed from a royal residence to a military stronghold. Today, it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing tourists from around the world who seek to explore its rich history and understand its pivotal role in shaping England. Cheapside was one of London's most important ceremonial streets, bustling with activity. During the procession of Marie de' Medici in 1638, it transformed into a grand stage for royal display, showcasing the city's wealth and power. Soldiers, officials, and excited crowds filled the street, reflecting the political and religious tensions of the time and highlighting the monarchy's influence. Historically, Cheapside served as a hub for trade, known for its market since medieval times. Lined with shops selling spices, textiles, and luxury goods, it was a focal point of commerce. The street's name comes from the Old English word cheap, meaning market, emphasizing its long-standing importance. Today, this stretch survives as modern Cheapside, near St. Mary-le-Bow, where traces of its vibrant past remain amidst contemporary businesses. The area is now bustling with offices, yet you can still find landmarks like the iconic Bow Bells, linked to the legend of true Londoners. Annual events continue to celebrate Cheapside's legacy, keeping it a vital part of London's cultural fabric. Across the Thames, the Old Palace of Westminster became a focal point of conflict between the monarchy and Parliament during the English Civil War in the 1640s. Originally built in the 11th century as a royal residence, it later served as the meeting place for the Houses of Parliament. Key events, such as the trial of King Charles I, marked a significant shift in the balance of power. Westminster Abbey, the nation's spiritual heart, has been the site of every coronation since 1066, reinforcing the monarchy's sacred dimension. Founded in 960 AD, it also serves as a burial place for notable figures like Isaac Newton and Geoffrey Chaucer. The Abbey's stunning Gothic architecture, including Henry VII's Lady Chapel, showcases the era's artistic achievements. During the Civil War, Westminster Abbey provided sanctuary for those fleeing conflict, highlighting the intertwining of politics and faith. Today, it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors to celebrate its rich history. The Palace of Whitehall, the largest royal residence in 1643, underscored the Thames as the main route for travel and power. This vast complex served as the center of royal governance, hosting key events such as the signing of important treaties and the holding of lavish banquets that showcased England's wealth and influence. Whitehall was notable for its stunning architecture, featuring elaborate gardens and numerous buildings, including the famous cockpit and the council chamber. However, much of this grandeur was lost when a devastating fire swept through the palace at the end of the 17th century, leading to its eventual decline. The fire, which started in 1691, consumed many of the buildings, resulting in the relocation of the court and the gradual abandonment of the site. Today, only the banqueting house remains as a remnant of its former glory, with its magnificent ceiling painted by Peter Paul Rubens, offering a glimpse into the artistic endeavors of the time and the opulence that characterized the royal lifestyle. Richmond Palace, rebuilt by Henry VII in the late 15th century, was a favored retreat for Tudor monarchs, offering a serene escape from the hustle of the crowded city. Its scenic location along the Thames provided stunning views and space for relaxing gardens, making it a perfect getaway for royal families. Elizabeth I spent her final days here, dying in 1603, marking the poignant end of the Tudor dynasty, which had shaped much of England's history. The palace was not just a residence but also a venue for significant political gatherings and celebrations. It hosted numerous royal festivities, including grand balls and state events, reflecting the culture and lifestyle of the Tudor court. Over time, however, Richmond Palace fell out of use and was gradually dismantled, with many of its materials repurposed for other construction projects. Today, its grounds form part of modern Richmond, with only traces of its walls remaining, serving as a tranquil park that invites visitors to reflect on its rich history. Looking back at these moments, it's clear how closely the past intertwines with our present. The streets, buildings, and events of London, from the grandeur of Whitehall to the serene beauty of Richmond Palace, have shaped the world we live in today. Through these reconstructions, we gain a deeper understanding of life in London during these pivotal periods. If there's another city or moment in history you'd like to see brought back to life, let me know in the comments. Your insights inspire these explorations. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the past, where we uncover the stories that define our shared heritage.